What if I told you that there's a clear dividing line in local business today that's separating the haves and have-nots, and your business might be on the wrong side? So on one side, you have the 64% of businesses that have taken the simple step of verifying their Google business profile. According to a recent study by Bird Eye, these businesses are getting around 200 customer interactions every single month directly from Google. Now, on the other side, you have everyone else, the businesses that are essentially invisible. 36% of businesses have not verified their Google business profile, essentially leaving 200 potential customers out in the cold. And if you're one of those 36% who haven't done this, well, pause this video now and get on it. Then you can come back and watch the rest. Because what I'm going to focus on is the 64% that have already claimed their Google business profile. Because here's the news. You're still at risk of being invisible online because it isn't just about being verified by Google anymore. That's right. Google has fundamentally rewritten the rules with its new AI, and the old playbook is now officially obsolete. This AI is up to 30 times more selective than the old local search, meaning your chances of being seen have plummeted if you haven't adapted. Your competitors who figured this out are going to be eating your lunch. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno Web Solutions, and I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to give you the new playbook. This massive shift also creates a huge opportunity for anyone willing to adapt. So, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this AI thinks, and then the 3 crucial pillars you have to build to make your business more visible and trusted than ever. So let's go. Okay, so the first and most critical shift to understand is this. Your Google Business Profile, or GBP for short, is no longer just a digital business card. It's now the central hub that feeds information directly to Google Maps, the local pack, and most importantly, the new AI overviews that sit right at the top of the search results. If your profile is incomplete, inconsistent, or you're one of the 36% without a verified GBP, the AI will simply ignore you. And it doesn't care how great your website is. So the first pillar of our new strategy is to treat your Google Business Profile like your main digital storefront, but one that's optimized specifically for an AI audience. And this isn't about keyword stuffing. It's about being precise and building trust. So let's start with the absolute must-haves. First, your business name. It needs to be your exact real-world brand name. So don't even think about adding best plumber in Toronto at the end of it. The AI is built to cross-reference data, and any inconsistency is a major red flag that will make you invisible. Next, your address and service area. So if you have a physical shop, that pin on the map has to be dropped with surgical precision. If you're a service area business, then define a realistic radius. The AI understands geography, and it knows when you're trying to game the system. But the most important foundational piece is your business category. You have to pick a primary category that represents your main money-making service. And a great way to figure this out is to search for your main service and see what category the top 3 competitors in the map pack are using. That's your best bet. And then and only then should you add secondary categories for other services you actively offer. Getting this wrong is like putting the wrong sign in your store. Customers and the AI, they're just going to walk right past. Okay, so you've done those basic tasks. So now it's about feeding the AI the rich data it loves. So you're going to go to the services section of your Google Business Profile. And you're going to list out every single service you provide. And don't just list them. Write a clear, human-readable description of each one. Explain what the service is and who it's for. This is so important because Google's AI uses these descriptions to justify recommending you in its AI-generated answers. Then you need visual proof, and that's photos and videos. You should have at least 20 high-quality images uploaded, and I don't mean stock photos. The AI analyzes visual content for relevance and authenticity. It can tell the difference between a generic picture of a smiling family and a real photo of your team on a job, or your actual storefront, or the inside of your office. So you need exterior shots, you're going to need interior shots, photos of your products, and pictures of your team in action. And keep adding new photos regularly, because this signals to Google that your business is active and current. And yes, using your cell phone camera is fine for this. And finally, you have to show constant activity. This means posting weekly updates or offers, and even more importantly, promptly answering every single question that comes through your Q&A section. Every unanswered question is a missed opportunity to show off your expertise and prove that you're engaged. In the AI era, a static profile is an invisible profile. All right, let's take a breath. I know this is a fundamental shift. Now, by the way, if you're getting value out of this and you want to stay ahead of these massive changes, you need to hit that subscribe button below. We create informative videos just like this every single week to keep your business on the cutting edge. Okay, now that we've fortified your Google business profile, it's time to build our second pillar, hyper-local authority. The days of writing one generic service page and hoping it ranks in 10 different towns are over. Google's AI is designed to understand nuance, intent, and geographic relevance with terrifying accuracy. So to win, you have to prove that you are the undeniable expert for your specific area. This means shifting your content strategy from broad keywords to hyper-local topics. So instead of just targeting roof repair, you need to target conversational phrases people are actually using, like how to fix hail damage on a roof in Oakville. The first actionable step is creating dedicated service area pages on your website. And I need to be crystal clear. This does not mean creating 10 pages that are identical except for swapping out the city name. That's a fast track to getting penalized by Google. Each page must be uniquely and genuinely useful. So you want to talk about specific local problems. So for example, if you do pest control in the beaches area of Toronto, you might want to write about termites that are especially common in that area. You might want to mention local landmarks like the Distillery District or Stanley Park, for example. Community events like the Calgary Stampede or Winter Carnival. Or even cross streets like Portage and Main or Yonge and Bloor to signal to Google that you are physically and professionally embedded in that community. These hyper-local signals are pure gold for an AI that's trying to figure out who the true local experts are. Next, you need to weave these local keywords naturally into your content so that your page titles, headers, and the body of your text, they should reflect the way people search. So use phrases like open now or near the downtown transit hub. These long-tail conversational queries are exactly what people are saying to their voice assistants and typing into the AI search bar. Finally, you want to prove your expertise with content that goes beyond just selling. Create local case studies. So if you're a contractor, showcase a project you just completed in a well-known neighborhood and detail the challenges and results. Write blog posts that matter to the local community. For example, a plumbing company could write an article about preparing pipes for the deep freeze. On every one of these pages, you should embed a Google map of the area that you're talking about. This creates a powerful connection between your website's content and your geographical authority. And for the technical side of things, make sure these local pages are using local business schema markup. Think of schema as a secret handshake between your website and Google's AI. It lets you spoon feed it perfectly structured data about your location, your hours, and services, making its job of recommending you that much easier. Okay, so we've built our AI-powered hub and established our hyper-local authority. The third and final pillar is all about building overwhelming trust. Google's AI is a recommendation engine, and recommendation engines are built on confidence. They're far more selective than old search algorithms. They want to recommend businesses that are a sure bet. This is a shift from just optimizing to actually actively qualifying. So your number one trust signal is your reviews. But it's no longer just about having a 5-star rating. The AI is looking at the number of reviews, how recent they are, and the sentiment within the reviews themselves. Are customers recently and consistently saying good things? Are they using keywords in their reviews that match your services? So here's the action item that a huge number of businesses miss. You must respond to every single review, good or bad. Thoughtful response to a positive review shows that you're engaged, and a professional, helpful response to a negative review shows you're accountable. This public conversation is a massive trust signal for both potential customers and the AI that's analyzing your profile. Next, we need to build authority through local backlinks and citations. In simple terms, this is about getting other trusted local entities to vouch for you. The most important part of this is ensuring your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, is perfectly consistent across every single directory, from Yelp to industry-specific sites. Inconsistent information confuses the AI, and it can destroy trust. But don't just stop at directories. The best backlinks come from real local partnerships. That might be something like sponsoring a local youth sports team and getting a link from their website. You could join your local chamber of commerce, partner with a non-competing local business for a co-branded event. These are the kind of authentic local links that signal to Google you're a legitimate and respected part of the community fabric. Finally, the ultimate trust signal in 2026 is being optimized for conversations. A huge driver of this is voice and conversational AI. In fact, studies show well that over half of consumers use voice search to find information on local businesses. They're not typing plumber Toronto. They're asking their phone, hey Google, who's the best plumber near me that's open right now? You need to target these long conversational question-based keywords. And the best way to do this is to create a detailed FAQ page on your website and also populate the Q&A section of your GBP with these exact questions and clear, direct answers. When you directly answer the questions your customers are asking, you make it incredibly easy for Google's AI to select your business as a definitive answer for a voice search or an AI overview. So let's quickly recap the 3 pillars. So first, you have to transform your GBP into an AI-powered hub with perfect foundational data and rich active content. Second, you must build hyper-local authority with unique location-specific content that proves you're the expert in your service area. And third, you have to earn the AI's trust through relentless review management, consistent local citations, and optimizing for the conversational questions real customers are asking. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, and you're gone from a state of panic to having a full-blown action plan. The rules have changed, and the businesses that don't adapt are going to be left behind in this new, hyper-selective AI landscape. This AI shift isn't something to fear. It's the single biggest opportunity you have to get ahead of your competition. And while they're still wondering why their phones aren't ringing, you'll be building a business that's not just more visible, but one that's trusted and recommended by AI, making you more dominant than ever before. And if you're looking for some specific guidance to getting all this done for your business, simply type the word guidance in the comments below, and I'll reach out to you to book some time to help you. Alternatively, you can also contact me via email. My email address is in the video description. Oh, and I also recommend checking out this video, which reveals even more reasons why your business is invisible on Google Maps and a surefire way to fix it.